And good afternoon again, people. Good afternoon again. Hope you guys been enjoying my videos. Let me know what sort of content you want me to put up. I'll have a look at it. If I can do it during lockdown, I'll definitely give it a crack. Defo. I want to talk about two subjects today. Warming up as usual, because I'm not going to get another opportunity. Actually, I'm expecting a really important phone call from a dentist, no less. I'm going to praise our beloved NHS to this. Praise them. I'm not going to be sarcastic. I'm going to praise them. Love them to bits, can't speak more highly of them. And we're going to do another rant video against anti-vaxxers. In particular, a guy called Sir Desmond Swain. We'll call him Desi Boy. What the hell? Because yeah, that's the sort of respect I think this guy deserves. Yeah, we're going to call this guy Desi Boy. As always, I'm going to leave up the pictures, the highlights, the additional information, news articles relating to this. One can only describe him as a twat. He's not the spearhead of the anti-vax movement. Anti-vaxxers. Apparently, I was just reading on The Guardian that 1 in 3 of us, was it The Guardian or The Telegraph? I can't remember, somewhere on Google. 1 in 3 of us have been affected by anti-vax. We have been influenced by anti-vax news. People from the ethnic minorities certain ethnicities are reluctant in taking up the jab. Look, guys, anti-vaxxers, these conspiracy theorists, basing their entire premise on some sort of odd new world order, the Illuminati, they want it all. There's an ulterior motive to the government's supposed current policy of social control with regards to the COVID restrictions. Come on, man. Come on. I think during the Spanish flu, there were certain restrictions like this. During the Black Death, I think there were certain restrictions. People weren't going out during the Black Death. The bubonic plague, no less. How was that transported to the UK? Dirty rats on ships coming back. Slightly deviating. Anyway, anti-vaxxers. Okay, a certain Sir Desmond Swain, an MP, a Conservative MP no less. Telling people to resist, breach COVID restrictions. In a roundabout way. He made some really silly statements. I'm going to flag him up here alongside. I think Priti Patel told him to apologise. Our Home Minister told him to apologise, to take back nonsensical, non-basis, unscientific, damaging allegations that he's made, because some people are buying this. People have died as a result of his nonsense. And you've got this whole sort of like anti-freedom movement. No, not anti-freedom, pro-freedom, anti-vax movement. Stuff that has taken place in Hyde Park, outside St. Thomas's Hospital, London Bridge. Just stupid. I'm glad that they're being arrested. So this Desi Boy, so Desmond Swain, whatever his blasted name is, he won't apologise for his comments. It makes me think, man. I mean, come on. So all these doctors and all these nurses, the current 4th vaccine that we're going to be endorsing, and hopefully it will come into fruition, Novavax, it's 89% success rate. We've got 4 vaccines, Novavax, AstraZeneca. All the heads, all the pharmacologists, all the scientists, all the medical officers working for these organisations, including the ones for our own NHS, the government advisors, they're all part of the Illuminati, they're all part of the New World Order, they're all on crack, they've all got an ulterior motive, they want to control you. Listen to yourself, man. You guys got no basis for your arguments. Why should I believe you? Come on. You go to Google to get your scientific research. windy today. You go to Google to get your scientific research. Why should we believe you? Yeah, going back to Desmond Swain, Desi boy. You know, he's made certain, you know, statements. I'm not going to quote them verbatim, but you know, resist the current government social control policies with regards to restrictions, coronavirus restrictions. A real infamous quote that he made. It's just absolute nonsense. Resist. Anyway, basically just, you know, resist the current restrictions. You know, don't stay at home. Go out, socialize, do everything in contradiction to the government's advice. These are emergency powers. Emergency powers. Okay, though you know, I'm not you know, I'm not a blue badge wearing conservative supporter. I'll be honest with you. But at the moment, we need to show unity. We need to support our government. Okay, this time for your political games, they got to stop. There will be a time, there will be a place for that, but not now. Not now. Look, I've had experience. This is another thing that I want to talk about. Second subject. I'm not going to make it too long. My love for the NHS. Okay. You know, look at America. And there's an MP that made a recent statement. Even though I think he was boasting, he goes, I'll flag up the news article. He stated that we're a better country in terms of getting our backside in check with regards to vaccine rollout. You know, when AstraZeneca initially announced, it was big news, it was breaking news, it was fantastic. All these scientists around the world, you know, people accusing the anti-vaxxers, accusing, oh, these guys are on crack. AstraZeneca, Novavax, the Oxford vaccine. You know, they're all these medical advisors, these scientists, they're all idiots. Hey, but they got us a vaccine, you know. I'd rather be 80% safe. I'd rather take my chances with an 80% hit rate vaccine than going into hospital and dying on a ventilator, you know, face down so they can assist me to breathe. I've had a close family, so many close family. Look, I'm from the ethnic minorities. I'm a Pakistani, a British-born Pakistani. I'm from one of those minorities that we've lost many in the first wave as well. So many people from the Somali community. Wow. You know, so these anti-vaxxers, they've obviously been lucky. They haven't had anyone who's died recently. Oh yeah, important stat. There was a scientist on BBC News 24 a few nights ago. He stated that, very, very interestingly, he stated something really important. He goes, the anti-vaxxers, they use the argument that people are dying with it of other things, heart attacks, diabetes, other comorbidity illnesses, okay, and coronavirus is an additional cause. Right, scientists clarified this. He goes, of the 100,000 people that we've had die, just to give you a ballpark figure, I'll put the news article up. It's actually really, really interesting what he said. He's a professor. You know, I think he's a former Sage scientist. And there's 70 of them, and apparently they're all being brainwashed by the Illuminati and the New World Order, and you know, and anti-vaxxers are the knights of honor and truth. He stated that. What did this guy state? He said, he goes, look, in this current COVID lockdown here, okay, the numbers that you see passing away every day. Let's take the 100,000 as a ballpark figure. Okay? He stated that 90% of them will die as a result of COVID. 10% of that 100,000, 90% will die as a direct result of being admitted into hospital, and within 28 days they've passed away. They have actually died from the symptoms, the effects of COVID. Okay, that's 90% of those people who were on ventilators in hospitals have passed away from COVID. Only 10% of them died with COVID as an additional factor, you know. They may have had some other comorbidity, diabetes, heart disease, old age. I'm not sure if that's comorbidity, but you know, they died. Now that's what the anti-vaxxers use. How many, you know, the argument, how many of these people are dying with COVID, not of it? Hang on, the scientists has told us 90% are dying of it. So who the hell are you guys with your bullshit research from Dr. Google? I can do that bullshit myself. Apologies for the profanity, but sometimes you feel that it's warranted. Anyway, look, my praise for the NHS. I can't speak more highly of them. They may be the largest employer in Europe, but let me tell you one thing, okay? I've got a very, very close relative, type 1 diabetic. Takes insulin every day. She depends on insulin, 2 types. You know, and she gets it free from the NHS. It's something that the NHS consider that is so important to the existence of type 1 diabetics. If they didn't have this, they would die. And let me tell you something, in America, you got to pay for insulin. Novo Rapid and Lantus, you have to pay for it. So much so, and let me highlight this a little bit more and emphasize this. There's been cases of people dying in America because they had to ration insulin. They haven't taken it, so their blood sugars went up, rose so high, they went into there's a certain a state of high hypoglycemic attacks. Now there's 2 types. There's a low blood sugar and there's a high blood sugar one. Okay, they just fall into comas and never come out again, literally. And over here, insulin is free. It's used to control your blood sugars. You know, amazing service that, you know, that picks us up. Look, I had a metal plate, a 7-screw metal plate inserted in my collarbone to get it fixed. You know how much that cost? It cost £45,000. Just to get a bed in a hospital in America is about £2,000 a night or something like that. So we've got to thank the NHS. They're there to save us. They're not taking us in and killing us. Okay, like these anti-vaxxers, like to purport. So yeah, big up the NHS. Support them. Listen to the advice, guys. Stay at home. Stay indoors. You know, let's protect the NHS. Let's not overwhelm it. You know what? In the documentary that I saw recently on BBC, they've been doing a fantastic number of documentaries where they've been going in and explaining exactly what the surgeons, you had the A&E surgeons that were actually dealing with COVID, you had dentist students, anaesthetists, midwives, orthopedic surgeons assisting in COVID wards. So when you see 7 medical staff turning over a COVID patient to help them breathe, they're not even from the A&E wards. They're from other parts of the hospitals, other faculties, other areas of expertise. Amazing. And look how they've all come together. Look how they've all come together. They could say, I'm an orthopedic surgeon, this is not my field of expertise, A&E medicine, and I'm going home. But no, they've got a moral obligation, you know. Anyway, listen guys, these anti-vaxxers, you know, who knows what the hell these guys are on. God bless our NHS and anyone who sells in them. I owe them a lot. The first time I've ever been admitted into a hospital, I couldn't argue, the care was exceptional. And Hillian Hospital had a I want to put the news article up here. I think about 80 ambulance staff were sent home. When I had my cycle accident and I ended up smashing my collarbone in 2 places, it wasn't even fracked, it was smashed. Hence the metal plate. I wish I had it back, but you know, I spent a week in hospital. My back scapula, you know, my rotator socket in my shoulder still hurts now. Takes a long, and this is like 5 months later. Takes a long time to heal that. The reason why I know, because I've had it done before. And 2 fractured ribs, C5, C6, the lowest ones. The scapula at the back fractured. You know, I was battered and bruised, man. And the NHS put me back. The nurses, you know, they put me back. Morphine, giving me morphine, and they told me, listen, look, we want you to get out of hospital as soon as possible. You know, we've had a COVID outbreak here. I think 60 or 70 ambulance staff had been sent back, and I was admitted into hospital during the first few days of this COVID outbreak at Hillingdon Hospital. But respect to them, they put me back on my feet. Cost the NHS 45 grand, and they didn't even, you know, smirk. And that's the amazing. And you know, the head surgeon told me they want to operate on me. He told me, because that's what we do. He goes, you can't walk around with a collarbone snapped in 2 places. You can't walk around like that. So I've got the utmost respect for the NHS. They're experts in their field. These anti-vaxxers are a bunch of a-holes. Guys, that's all I've got to say on the matter. The warm-up's done. And yeah, let me know what subjects you want to talk about in future. Pop them up on the thing. I'll try to do a few more review videos. Look at some obscure odd things in on YouTube if I can find them, odd videos. And yeah, I think I had to get that off my chest, man. The state of these pathetic anti-vaxxers, belligerent and reluctant. The opinions that they've taken and the stance that they've taken, and you know, just praising the NHS. In these times of in a national, it's an emergency. What part of the word emergency don't you understand? You know, go outside on the road. How many cars you see driving around? There's no one out there. No one out there. Average speed 21.6. Ride duration 1 hour 30 minutes, 32 miles and 32.5 miles, 32.5 miles. Max speed 31. I'll put up the stats. Cool down time. What am I doing? Okay, good news. Within that 1 hour 30 minutes, had a whole lot of Sky News news flashes, news alerts. I forgot to put it into lower gear. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, gotta do a warm down, guys. It's so important. Start. Yeah, have to do a warm down. Actually, end up more exhausted if you don't do a warm down. Maybe about another mile or so. Real easy gears. Okay, so good news is on the horizon. Not so long ago, I spoke about the Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, one-shot vaccine that they're working on it. Johnson & Johnson's pharmaceutical branch. I actually know someone who works for Johnson & Johnson's pharmaceutical, and yeah, they have piloted or trialed their vaccine, one-shot vaccine. The game changer is in the horizon, is on the horizon, so to speak. The game changer is on the horizon, guys. The one-shot vaccine. It's an American company, so we won't get that EU bureaucracy that we're currently getting. Look, I think we signed the deal first, so have the EU. I think everyone will be provided vaccines shortly. 5 companies now, 5 organizations, multi-conglomerates around the world. Johnson & Johnson's, AstraZeneca, Moderna, Novavax. Wow, amazing. So yeah, time to rejoice. 89% efficacy rate or 90% efficacy rate against coronavirus in its severest forms. I'll flag up the news article here from Sky News. Always good news. So, do you know how this has happened? Because you've had a whole lot of scientists around the world. The majority of them have just focused and energized the effort to find a cure for this. It's taken out 100,000 people, man. 100,000 people. And let's not start the anti-vax nonsense again. But that's fantastic news. Let's hope we all get our shots. I'm 48. I don't envisage getting my jab until June, August, September. Stay fit. Vitamin D, 4,000 UI, vitamin C, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, 500 milligrams each. Exercise. This is turbo training. Doesn't cost anything. Put a video up previously about the entire setup. It's a great investment. Get it. What else? God bless the NHS and all that sailing here, man. Listen to the government's advice. Stay safe, save the NHS, save lives. Yeah. Anyway, over and out again.